Welcome. Here I am again to help you truly understand Unit 27. This unit couldn't be any easier. Today, we will talk about undefined actions, undefined people, undefined objects, and undefined locations. Now, remember that you can also talk about undefined directions, undefined times, undefined days, and much more. Today, however, we just focus on actions, people, objects, and locations. So let's start there. From previous lesson, you can remember that when you use where, you're probably referring to a location of something. If you use a thing, you're probably talking about an object. The same way that if you use one or body, you're talking about people, and if you talk about actions, you use how. So let's organize our thoughts. If you use how, action, thing, objects, one or body, people, where, location. Very simple, isn't it? Now, the three variations of these ideas are positive, negative, and questions. So, for that, we come back to an old unit again. Do you remember some and any? That's it, exactly the same. We use some and any, as well as every to represent all, and no to represent zero. Let's now combine some for positive topics of our conversations. Somewhere. Somewhere talks about a location, but not a defined location. So it's possible to say that.
I know that the subway is somewhere downtown, but I'm not sure exactly where.
Did you understand that the person knows there's a subway in the city, but not really the exact address of the subway? So because of that, we say that this is an undefined location. Now, let's listen to an undefined object.
I can't close this door. Something is blocking it.
The principle of undefined here is the same. The only difference is that we're talking about an object, not a location. The person says that an undefined object, something, is blocking the door. Now, very similar to that, we can talk about people using someone or somebody. They're very similar in meaning. Listen to the example.
Someone is at the door. Ask who it is. Look at that. It is 4 a.m. and somebody's running on the street.
In both previous examples, you may notice that the person is talking about another person with an undefined identity. Finally, we can use somehow to talk about undefined actions. Listen.
That is just great. My son somehow broke my vase. I thought it was impossible. It was so strong.
In the last example, the mother does not know how the son broke a very strong vase. If he dropped it on the ground, if a ball hit it, somehow he managed to break a very strong vase. Now, in this lesson we talk about actions, people, location, and objects with an undefined context. The same four notions can be used to talk about the complete opposite. So, if some means one, no or any means zero. Now listen to some examples that represent zero people, zero locations, zero objects, or impossible actions.
I looked all over the house for my cell phone. It isn't anywhere in the house. I looked all over the house for my cell phone. It is nowhere in the house.
That one is for location. Let's do one for objects.
The bag is empty. There isn't anything in the bag. The bag is empty. There is nothing in the bag.
Okay, so location and objects are done. Let's see one about people.
It is 6 a.m. There isn't anyone at work now. It is 6 a.m. There is no one at work now.
These examples are very interesting because you can also use body to talk about people. Somebody is used in a more casual way, whereas someone is used in a more formal way. Finally, we have impossible actions. And remember, for actions we use how, and because it is impossible, we use no or any.
People can't live without air. There isn't any how you can do it. People can't live without air. There is no how you can do it.
See how easy it is? Now, with our four notions, we can also use every. That represents 100% complete all. Understand? Let's see some examples first with objects.
Hey, I put everything in the car for the barbecue. Let's go, we are ready.
In this example, all the objects needed for the barbecue are in the car. Very simple. Next one, locations.
The city is incredible. There are subway stations everywhere.
Now, in this example, we understand that subway stations in the city are very common, easy to find. Next one, people.
In my family, everyone speaks Portuguese.
In this last one was very obvious. You could notice that the family, 100% of the family speaks Portuguese. Now, with every, you don't use it with how to talk about actions. It just doesn't make sense. In this video, we talk about four notions that can be undefined if we use some, can be zero or impossible if we use any or no, and can be complete, 100% or all if we use every with it. And the last thing we can talk about is how to create questions using these variations. And the good news is, you can use all four variations to create questions about them. Cool, isn't it? Now, let's listen to some dialogues on how to use them in examples.
Is there anything to eat?
Yes, there is. I think there's some pizza in the fridge.
Did you go anywhere last night?
No, I didn't. I stayed home last night.
Is everyone here? Can we start the class?
No, teacher. Carlos is not here yet.
Can you please help me somehow today? I really need some help.
No problems. I have some free time. What can I do to help you?
See how simple it is? We used all the variations to talk about all the possibilities. Actions, people, locations, and objects. And this will be it for our Unit 27 EMMA video. I hope this video has helped you understand this unit a little bit better. And like always, come to speed up and let's talk!